You got the whiteboard in the wrong spot?
I do have the whiteboard. What do you? Oh,
man.
Zombie.
Outtakes. Joel fucks up.
And I'm already recording. It's awesome. Just gonna put it down here. There we go. Hey, we're set. I think we're recording right now.
Yeah, I recorded. We recorded your fuck up, Joe.
I recorded my fuck up. Thank you very much.
Well,
don't take my credit.
We're back. We got TJ to sit back down after that trash comment. Reese got excommunicated. Not just kidding. He got something to do today.
Yeah.
So, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, fellas?
It was a long weekend.
It's all good.
Long week. A lot of stuff happened this week.
The weekend wasn't long enough, but
a lot of stuff happened this week.
Yeah.
Robert Mueller turned in his homework.
Yeah.
But
I don't think shit.
I don't want y'all to get too excited because there's a lot of stuff that has to go down before we even hear anything about that. And also, I heard a study that how the Justice Department does things. If they haven't made an indictment, it is not going to be one, because it's anything that they would do in an indictment, they would do it prior to releasing what they found. And basically what that's going to do is tell them why they indicted the people they indicted and what they found.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say what the circuit court in New York is going to do later on.
Right.
What they might find out from that investigation.
There is a really good commentator on Fox News, Judge Napolitano. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm going to butcher it, and he's going to hate me. But
he ain't watching this, dude.
No, I know.
Not yet.
Someone's going to clip that and then send it to him, and it's going to go viral, and he's going to be like, I hate that guy.
Send it to him. Send it to him.
Yeah, we'll send it to him. So he has said that they can indict someone not really technically secret, but it'd be a sealed indictment.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that ever happened. No one knows.
But from what?
We just gotta wait and find out.
I don't think he's going to get indicted until he's out of office.
But from how it was explained by a guy who works for them is that if there's not an indictment in the findings, there won't be another one. They've said that a lot.
No, they won't indict him if the findings don't really incriminate him. They're not going to.
If they were going to do it, they're going to do it. They would have did it.
The Democrats will still push for it forever, but it's best not to speculate until we know what's actually in it.
I don't think that was ever
They
on
all
the table.
corrupted, bro. Everybody's corrupted.
Hey, you know
I
what?
don't trust nobody.
You know what ain't corrupt though?
I know them Royals.
That's right.
No, sir.
You're right, Mike. The Royals not corrupt. They just trash, right?
I don't want to.
What?
I'm not going to get off into baseball because
maybe you need to watch preseason, bro. You better check out preseason. This is a new season, right?
Oh, it's preseason.
It's a new season.
Y'all going to the series again?
No.
Not this year.
You best believe it.
Oh my God.
He said no. He said
playoffs.
He said no. You say yes.
I will make playoffs. I don't think World Series winner. No.
Y'all going to playoffs?
I'm a realist. He's straight.
Okay.
How many games y'all won last year? 20.
Well, on something real. What's up with that Love, Death, and Robots? What y'all know about that?
Oh yeah, we got
that's not corrupted. Yeah.
Netflix.
Now
It is a Netflix special.
Yes.
It's a Netflix original.
Yeah, it's a Netflix original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love, Death, and Robots.
It is fire. It is fire.
And see, because these cats were talking about it. We have been on the group. They talking about it. What about the cow one and this? I'm like, man, what are they talking about? So now, mind you, it's like, I don't know, 11:30. So I started watching this. I watched the whole thing.
I couldn't stop.
I watched the whole thing. I was up till
Yeah.
like 3:30. I watched the whole thing, and I had to be up at 5.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
I watched
weird.
all of
You
it.
watched it in the hotel room?
Because
I watched the whole thing.
the first person who put it out there was Maurice, and he was directing it to Joe. And I was like, Joel ain't saying nothing about it. I'm about to check the movie out.
Right.
So it was on my
what I
radar.
did, too. And then I'm like, damn, Maurice, this motherfucker is fire.
I was
like,
surprised
yo,
he brought it
check
up.
this
Actually.
out.
It had been on my radar because I follow one of the animation studios who did 2 of the short film. I guess we should explain that. So
Yeah.
this isn't a movie or a TV show.
Right.
It's a series of short films anywhere from about 2 minutes to about 17 minutes long. And every story is different. None of them are related, and they're all, well, most of them are different types of style. A lot of them, there's actually a good quantity of them that are fairly realistic CG. I mean, really,
Yeah, really
well
good.
done. But yeah, I was following one of the studios that did Zima Blue. They did the Zima Blue, and they did the Vampire one. Two very different styles, but they do both. So it was they posted about it on Instagram, and I was like, oh, cool. And I went and I put it in my queue. But then my wife's doing a marathon of Mad Men, so I didn't have time to get on it. And then Reese started talking about it, and I finally carved out time to watch it. But it's worth the watch.
Yeah.
So I guess we should preface that this is a not safe for work show.
This is not something that you should watch with your children.
No.
Yes.
Actually,
Exactly.
I did watch it.
You watched it with your kids.
I didn't watch with my kids, but my kids was running around the house.
Yeah.
And I kept like,
Kick them out.
it's like,
It's just the
I had my little nephew there,
Oh,
and he
okay.
kept looking at it, and I kept pausing. I was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, go back and play. So he'll go back, and I turn it on, and I think he heard it, because he'll go way back around this way, and he get on the way back over there by the kitchen and be like, bam, you go back, boy. He was trying to watch, and I was on that third episode.
Yeah.
That
the
third
naked girl.
episode, bro.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that third one, you close all the windows and the doors.
Showing
So-
all breasts and badussy.
Hide
Yeah.
your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, it's not PG.
No, pretty much anything that a film or anything could be rated R for is in this. And it's weird because it's animated and you're kind of like, I don't know, I guess you get desensitized when it's live action, and then when it's animated, you're kind of like, they're not going to
There's
do
probably
that.
two that have that
Real
like
cartoon.
like a real cartoony.
Yeah.
The
The
cow-
yogurt,
the cow-
the yogurt,
The
and
yogurt one was like,
and the refrigerator.
What about the Hitler?
Refrigerator.
Huh?
refrigerator is,
The Hitler one.
yeah, the Hitler
No,
one.
that was-
But that's,
You forgot about number 5 on the
Cartoon?
Hitler one. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a cartoon, wasn't it?
but
it was
yeah,
but
but
they're all
how,
cartoons.
but how he
When they had it in the Menage a Trois.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
how he died
oh, yeah.
by the hookers.
Heart failure. Heart failure.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
crazy.
that was not.
So, would you call all of that whole series anime? That's all anime, but just
Except
different forms
for
of
the
it?
refrigerator.
Okay.
Refrigerator was live action with VFX. All the other ones would be considered animated, but
Even
anime is anything that comes from Japan or styled like it came from
Okay.
Japan. In which case, none of these were.
even number 13. That
What was that one?
Number
Lucky
13 was with the Lucky 13 with the ship,
with the ship.
with her in the ship.
that was
That was all.
That was animated.
That was
No,
animation.
that wasn't
Yeah, that-
anime. It was animated.
yeah.
So
Animated.
let's talk about the refrigerator right quick, because I thought that was out of all of them, that was the most interesting one
Really?
What?
to me.
It's
because
good.
it's
I like
in
the
the
concept.
box. Yeah.
the
Because
premise behind it.
because they showed the beginning and the end.
Right.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? You start watching this series, and it's a lot like Black Mirror or Twilight Zone.
I like Black
Something
Mirror.
horrible happens to the antagonist, and you just expect it. And by the time you get to the refrigerator, when they go to open the refrigerator, I'm like, one of them's gonna die.
I thought so.
right, especially when that bomb go off.
Yeah,
I thought so.
essentially the bomb goes off, and then it's like nothing happens, and it's just kind of after that one, I felt like the feeling of the series of short films changed drastically. Like it wasn't as much dread as it was just excitement to see what was happening. Like the last one with the demons in Russia.
In Russia, yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely knew everyone was gonna die, but I was like, I'm still excited to see what's gonna happen. But it was kind of I don't know, it felt like an uplifting story almost.
Yeah. Well, they had to get sacrifice themselves for
Yeah.
the greater good, pretty much.
The two mind blowing ones to me was the spider one.
Oh
and the-
jeez.
and
The
the-
spider.
and the
Why
astronaut.
y'all think that was a spider?
It was
She's
a
spider-ish.
spider
Man,
slash.
I don't know what that was.
That was like a spider alien.
I
person's
went back
body.
and paused it because I was like, because y'all kept saying the spider episode.
It's
I'm like, the spider.
Well, she's like spider.
I went back and
She's like
paused it.
a-
I was like,
She's a cross between
I don't know,
a
man.
spider and
That's
a
what
woman.
I
To me,
Like-
she seemed like she was putting them in a world while she was sucking the life out of them.
Yeah.
That
but
was
she's
that
keeping them
sucked.
alive though.
Yeah. She wouldn't
Except
kill them.
her buddies were already dead.
or-
she sucked the juice.
She's not
to
keeping
them.
them
They
alive.
was already
She's-
dead.
she's using
or
them
banging
while
it-
they
or
die.
banging the life out of
Remember,
them.
remember the girl was
Right.
in there and she said, that is not She brought her back in his same story and was like, that is not who you think it is.
Yeah, she
'Cause
had already woken up.
she had already found out who it was,
Right.
and the dude haven't. And so she put her ass back to sleep.
But she liked
Yeah.
the dude, and that's why she
Well,
kept him alive.
But it
don't
did
know.
look like a spider's cocoon kind of.
I think
Right.
honestly, if you look at it, because the last shot is pulling out when it sees her nest, and you see all the shit she has captured. This is a bit of a spoiler, I guess. for
Sorry.
that episode, but there's so many of them. You're right.
How was it a spoiler?
She has captured lots of these different vessels. There's no way she can actually keep them alive. There's no way to nourish these bodies. I think honestly, she's just living through their memories vicariously until they die. I don't think she cares about anyone other than she cares about the experiences she has with those individuals. That's it.
I don't know. I think she cared about the last one. I think because
She made it sound like
Made
that.
it seem
No,
like
she
that.
cared about him. He looked
She
anorexic.
Can't, she can't
anorexic.
save him.
she reset the whole thing over again.
Yeah, but she can't save any
Yeah,
of them.
I mean,
and honestly, if she really cared,
that's
she wouldn't have captured them.
That's a lot of these movies when you watch them, they get you thinking at them,
Right.
like
That's what they all are.
what
Yeah.
happened? Yeah, I like
In
that.
episode 3, as near pornographic, I guess someone going to say, as that one is, it does make you think. Because you start trying to think about the ending a lot. You talk about the ending. And that movie, that one was shot beautifully.
Yeah, because at the end she became the victim
And the murderer.
and the murderer.
yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Now y'all spoiling.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
spoiling.
she flip flopped it.
It's
yeah,
been
that
out there
was-
for a minute.
Yeah.
I won't spoil about the moon thing because I thought that was a trip, bro.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna end
Oh.
up taking all her limbs off and dying, but she actually, I ain't gonna say
Figured
the
it
end, and
out.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
spoil,
Yeah.
but she actually came out in the better end. That could have
figured
been a
it
lot
out.
worse.
Yeah.
That could have been a lot worse.
So I read an article, and when I read this article, it was before I had finished watching the series, and then I reflected on it after I'd finished it, and the article was, this series is sexist because of how much it shows of women and how it treats, you know, domestic violence and sexual attack. Because in the first episode, there's a lot of talk about this one girl being raped.
Oh yeah.
So it says, oh, and the directors are freely showing off female nudity every chance they can get, and it's not the same for the men. Well, then I finished the series.
The Japan
The
one.
first episode, the girl, they talk about her being raped and stuff, and they saved her.
Yeah, the monster one.
They didn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very
They didn't talk about when she kissed another girl.
no. Well, they said that's what they said.
That's what they're
They-
saying. They're saying like the whole thing
okay.
is sexist because it's
Yeah.
all women based.
way.
Yeah,
It's all
women
one
based.
way.
All right, I got you.
So, but then you watch the rest of the films. There's a lot of male nudity.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
what it
oh,
is.
there's-
Oh, yeah.
They're not afraid to show anything. So
Right.
it's like, I felt like the person who wrote that article never finished the series.
they watched the first one and went, "Oh my
They-
god!"
I
let
feel
me
like they
write this
watched the
down."
first 4. Is probably
Well,
what
right.
they did.
Well, I mean, even my wife, she came and she saw it, and she realized that, oh, I don't want to watch this. But
Yeah.
I told her that every episode's different. I had to explain to her.
Yeah, my wife
She
won't
thought
watch it.
she thought
They're
what
the
she was
same,
watching,
yeah.
it was the whole series was like that, and I told her, no, it ain't like that.
Yeah,
Not at all.
and she kind of ruined it for my wife because they were talking about it. And honestly, the type of content that's in this is right up her alley.
Right.
She loves grisly, gritty kind of things. She doesn't mind that much gore. I mean, if it's too like the first episode, she was like, "This is a bit gross for me," but I think the rest of them. I mean, she watched the hell out of Black Mirror,
Right.
and
Black
so I
Mirror
was
was
like, "This is up your alley." It's just animated, and
Anybody seen Russian Doll?
I
no,
haven't seen that yet.
Can what?
Russian Doll.
I've heard a lot of people talking about it.
Russian what?
It's
Oh.
worth watching. Russian
I'll
Doll.
watch it tonight.
Russian Doll.
Is it on
Yeah,
Netflix?
yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, they're an hour long though.
How many episodes?
7, I believe.
It's on
not
Netflix.
So you got Car
Yeah.
7
I
hours.
started watching the first episode, but I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's kind of slow,
Yeah.
but it starts. Each episode gets more interesting.
Picks it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was another one. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning.
I probably should try it.
But have you guys? Well, actually, Mike put this out there. Moving on to another topic about the Casey Water thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what was? I read most of the article, but I didn't get to finish it, so I don't know what all they were talking about.
Bring us up to speed, Mike.
Well,
Big Mike.
it looks like the water was tested. They tested the water in Kansas City, and it didn't pass regulation or something like that.
I guess it's been like that for a while.
Yeah, they saying because of all the snow and the ice and the rain they didn't got through over the winter.
Right.
That's probably why it's like that. And it's coming from, they get their water from the river. So
Yeah.
Right.
that's why they're saying that
There's two huge
right.
treatment plants right along the river.
they said what was in it, but I can't pronounce it. It start with a C, bro.
I know.
But it's some type of
So,
kryptonite,
so
some
you're
type of
saying-
kryptonite
He
stuff.
said,
So-
Kryptonite start with a K, bro.
Yeah, got it.
I love Superman.
Yeah, but what I was really tripping off this is that they said that, okay, so if you're elderly or your kids are having issues, you might want to go see your doctor. I'm like, I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, they know this stuff is going on. It's like, oh, we're gonna leave it alone. Our population, we need to lower the population anyway. So
What?
let's knock off a few people.
did not say
That's how I perceived the article.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
we can kill a few people.
Right.
We can.
that's how I looked at the article.
There
I'm
was
like,
no light shed on the situation.
right. They just said,
seriousness of
oh
the thing,
well,
so
you go drink
is what-
spring water, or you could keep drinking our water,
Yeah.
and you might end up dying.
that sucks for the people that are poor that can't really afford like the bottled waters and things and go out
Yeah.
and drink.
Yeah.
That sucks.
A lot of people,
That's all they
honestly,
have.
they have poor drinking water because of the
Yeah.
type of, the water system that's in their neighborhood. Not
Right.
necessarily has anything to do with the water plant because their neighborhood is so old.
Mm-hmm.
And so they go to Walmart and buy these huge jugs of water anyways.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, I had a friend, they got all their water from I don't know if it was a well or a cistern or whatever, but they couldn't drink it. So they always had
Probably
these
well water.
jugs everywhere. So they bathed with the well water, but they never drank it. They had jugs everywhere.
Because a lot of people would pump well water and not purify it,
Yeah.
because
Drink it straight out of the-
it's something else you got to buy.
Well, yeah, they couldn't afford it.
Right.
So
So yeah, that's
Boil it.
and then I think Flint is still also having water issues.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. But I just read an article.
I've
Jaden Smith.
heard that in the past though, that somebody,
was always
some people
bad.
had died from it.
they have.
They
and
had a
they still
lawsuit
are.
going
They
or
can't.
something.
They still can't drink the water. Well, here's the problem though: is like Flint's broke, and it's going to cost like billions of dollars to fix it, and all the citizens are telling Flint to do it. Flint's like, we can't even get a loan for this.
So how is
What
this
do you
not
do?
in a national emergency?
Oh man, you took the
but
words right out of my mouth.
but the wall is.
You took that
Right.
right out of my mouth.
I don't understand
Right.
that. I don't understand that. We got
Right.
people
Come back to-
literally need help.
And
Yeah,
this
we
is-
worried about a wall.
This has been
Right.
going on for
6 years, I think.
something like that.
So here's the question, though. I mean, like, what was the local government spending the money on when they
Whatever they
should have been
wanted.
doing the maintenance on the pipe?
Yachts and trips. And
Right.
They were corrupt.
It's,
I don't know.
It's all messed
How
up.
about that amusement park there?
Right.
They got a nice
Don't go
amusement
down that
park
water
there.
slide.
Close your mouth. But I read an article that Jaden Smith had brought some type of purifying something into the Flint, Michigan
He did.
system, and it's in place to where it's purifying the water now.
I imagine
That's
it's
what I
not
heard.
enough,
I
though.
don't
Yeah.
know.
It's got to be. It's probably one.
Even
I don't know.
better
It's
than-
not like you need more.
even
Yeah.
if he did bring a purification system, though, is it like shouldn't it be on the state to make sure that stuff is right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he probably went through the proper channels, being
State-
celebrity.
No, I'm
The
not-
state's not doing
I'm not
anything.
saying
That's
him.
Nothing helps.
I'm not saying him personally. I'm saying the state needs to make sure that their stuff is right. So-
Right.
I'm surprised, man. People ain't down there fighting for water. You come,
They probably are.
get knocked out coming out the
But you're
grocery
not
store with
gonna
a
get-
bottle of water.
Man, you ain't getting they ain't getting the news side of it. You ain't gonna hear that.
People are leaving Flint.
Yeah, they
Some
are.
people moving away from Flint.
So-
But some people can't. So
Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. So last thing we was gonna talk about, Joel was talking about this thing. He's getting all excited. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't read up on it.
I sent you guys the article.
I read
know.
it.
Right.
I read it.
You read it? Okay. And you and I
I-
talked a bit
No,
about it.
you know I'm gonna read it. It's
I
gas.
skimmed it.
I read a little bit
So
of it.
basically, this is cloud-based gaming system that's coming out. So I'll let Joel take it.
I'm a bit of a tech geek. I am excited
A bit?
about a bit. I am super excited about this, and I'm going to try and explain why you guys should be excited, because we all play games, right? Okay, so
Hold on, Joe. Before you get started,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to excuse myself, gentlemen, from the group. I gotta go pick up my son.
oh,
you
you're
gotta
gonna do another walk off? Did we take that long? Oh, dang it, we did.
Yeah,
You gotta do it. We gotta do a walk off.
yeah, I'm gonna do a walk.
Man, you need a mic drop. You don't even have that.
Gotta go. Gotta do your thing.
All right. All
I'm
right.
sorry. I gotta go pick up my son. He's in training.
What you
2
think
o'clock.
about the gaming thing?
Let's go for it. I'm ready.
Okay.
You go for
He
it?
said, "Let's go for it."
He's
I'm
down
ready.
with it. Okay.
We're gonna
Alright.
continue talking about it. Though.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sign off.
I got.
All right, so this is what's going on. So Google announced that they are going to have, and I came a little bit late. I was a few days after. I heard about it, but I didn't read into it,
Right.
and now I have. So they announced they're going to be having really a gaming service, not a gaming console. So anybody here have a Google Chromecast?
Chromecast.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, so the Google Chromecast, it's basically what they call it's a dongle. You plug it into an HDMI port on the side of your TV, and it's a smart TV. You can stream, use apps, multiple services, stuff like that. And then what this service is they're aiming to add high performance AAA gaming on every device: your cell phone, your tablet, your laptop, computer, whatever, and your TV. And it's going to be more powerful than any console now, and it will be incrementally growing more powerful with every game that comes out. So we're talking terabytes of power on this service. So the games we have now and how good they look on like an Xbox One X will look like PlayStation 1 compared to this thing. And the reason why that's a big deal is a couple reasons. One, you'll be able to play every game anywhere. You won't have to buy new hardware with a new console generation every time. It'll just constantly update itself.
I hate those days, bro.
Yeah.
I hate
Well,
those
this will be automatically. You wouldn't have to do like the big PlayStation update. Your hosting will be better, so you won't have as much lag unless you have a really bad poor internet connection at home. Your hosting will be better because Google's hosting it, and Google's hosting is freaking ubiquitous. It's everywhere. They have host sites everywhere. So when I heard about it, I was like, well, it's kind of neat. And then I started thinking about the potential for it. VR is a hard gaming platform to really get into because you have to buy an expensive rig. Or the system that you're going to be buying is going to be dumbing it down.
You think we headed towards Ready Player One?
That's exactly what I'm saying, basically. So as soon as they cut the cost down, so you don't have to buy a huge console and then buy all the rest of the equipment. All you gotta do is buy the headset and any other accessories you'd want, like say gloves and whatever. It becomes instantly more accessible to the general public. So then more developers are going to start developing for it, and then there's going to be more attachments, say suits or whatever you need, cameras, things that'll make it a little more performance. And you need to have that high performance system to be able to render 2 different images at the same time at a high resolution.
So I need to start my AI center right now.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, like, just think about it though. I mean, this could be the
Seen Ready
push.
Player One?
Huh?
You seen Ready Player One?
Yeah. I see.
That movie's awesome. I love fan nerdgasm all the way through. But this could be the push that VR and AR needed to become an actual widespread used platform. And I think this could be the start of the revolution or the next revolution for gaming. Now, I understand what Mike was saying was, and I think it was you too, you're like, nah, I need my disc. I don't want to be online the whole time. That's not going away. This isn't going to replace other systems. This is going to be another option. So if you still want...
That's what they said about the rotary phone too. Look where we at now.
Well, yeah. I mean, the rotary phone wasn't replaced right away.
And the home phones.
Yeah, but as soon as the systems, like if internet becomes pretty much like a utility, or that's speculation, but as soon as it becomes easily available, everyone's gonna have it.
I think it's going that direction though, where it'll be like it is like right now. There's not very many homes that don't have internet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
like
Or a cell phone.
It's like, I mean, if they got a cell phone with you know a digital package on, they got Wi-Fi. So I mean, it's like probably like 1%
Right.
of the American public that doesn't have some type of internet access, and those are probably like the people who are like really poor or something like that. But most people still have some type of internet access at some point, whether it be even if it's not at their home, whether they go to the library or whatever. A lot of people are doing so much stuff through the internet.
How secure is it though?
Well, it's gonna
That's
be.
always
That's another thing.
that's
It's gonna be
always-
more controlled environment of the gaming world. I
Honestly,
feel like it is.
I think,
But I do have pros about it.
yeah.
What I don't like about it, like I already said, takes away game sharing. So you can't, like, I don't know if y'all know, but you can go to the store and buy online game. You can come back, like one of my sons can download the game on his system, and then he can go to Microsystem and download the game for him too. So the second person got the game free. So it's gonna take away that. I mean, and it probably bring up some new stuff, and it does. I think it's gonna be like more controlled environment. But I did think about it when I read it more. Now, if they put it like Netflix, where I ain't gotta buy the game,
Yeah.
and they got a bunch of games out there I can flip through and just click and be playing.
That's probably
now
what
download and play.
that would
Yeah,
be
that
the
would be
shit,
dope.
bruh. Yeah, now that
Yeah.
would be the shit.
And you just pay a monthly
Right.
service fee.
I
for
just
it?
got to think about that last night. And I was like, damn, if this be like Netflix or something, you
Yeah.
just go there and play.
And
Oh.
that's kind of how they're pitching it, honestly. From the videos and the articles that I've read, it's. I mean, they want it to be a subscription service, not a service you pay for and then pay extra for.
Well, they're gonna have other.
But see, they're gonna make us pay for it. See, and I think that's what they try and go like Fortnite and like Blackout, where you ain't gotta pay for the game, but you're gonna have to pay for like outfits.
extras and stuff.
And I'm okay with that.
But like I said, I told you if they go to where like if your guy is stronger, he's gonna be the guy that just
pay
got
to
on the
win.
game.
Yeah.
That's what I ain't gonna like.
Pay to win sucks.
Right.
Everyone's
pay
mad
to
at
win. I'm gonna hate that if they go to that direction.
I
Pay
hope
to
they don't.
pay to
That-
get back.
And that would be more of a developer to developer change. So only thing Google's asking for right now is they're asking for developers to develop for this platform. And it sounds like they're already able to work with Unity and Unreal. And they probably have, maybe a few other engines that might work. I don't know about Frostbite. And if you're like a programming geek and you're watching this, you go, oh, then I got to download an SDK. And that's probably how they're going to provide the support to this platform.
Right.
Do you think the price will go up? Yeah, I think the price is gonna go up for the like online service.
Yeah.
Probably.
Absolutely.
They
Well,
gotta
you're
make
going to
their
want
money.
it.
And
You're
that's
gonna
another
have-
thing. My kids also know how to get free PS4. I mean, the free online thing, a free account. They ain't gotta pay $50. They know how to do it for free, bro.
What?
I was like,
Yeah. I'd be interested in
No
knowing.
names.
There's two ways.
they got some hackers out here, bro, and I'm telling on them.
Yeah.
I ain't giving you no names.
Yeah. No names.
No name, but everyone knows who you are, so it's okay. There's two ways I can see them messing this up, or the hurdles they're going to run across. One, they're not considering the connection of the people getting on there. People who have poor internet connections, like in rural areas, say they have DSL, their performance will suffer a bit. So I'd be interested to see how that works with their service. I'm sure they're thinking about it. If they're planning on a reduction, a data rate reduction, and reducing the quality of the video that comes. Basically, you're streaming the game back to your computer and watching it while it's being played on a higher end machine somewhere else. So I'll be interested to see how that works. And then second, the price. If the price is like $100 a month, people are gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's gotta be affordable.
What was you talking about? A higher system, like how they gonna bring across a better system, or?
So there's already services like this where you log into a service and they promise you a certain kind of performance level with the package you buy, and you can play on a $200 laptop from Walmart. You can play a AAA gaming system, basically, and you're streaming the game that's being played on another computer with your controls back to your lower end PC. And it's basically what this is doing.
Well, they should already figure that out because they mentioned that it's going to be cross-platform. And we know it's going to be better than the PS4 and the Xbox.
They're saying cross-platform, not meaning it's going to be. It won't be on PlayStation. It won't be on Xbox. It'll be
just with their system.
It'll be iPhone or phones that can support it. So it'd be phones, tablets, laptops, PCs.
And see, I
TVs.
don't like playing on.
Play with PS,
I don't like playing on
Xbox.
PC. I like my controller.
Well, you don't have to. That's the point. I mean, but if someone's like, I want to play this game on my phone, and they have support for that, and someone's playing on their PC, they can still play the same game together. Or it'll just be different kinds of games that you can get from the same service.
Yeah, there have to be different games.
Yeah, because there's some games I would never want to play on my phone.
There's like, man, you can't play Call of Duty on your PC, man.
Who, me?
I can't.
I can't.
Well, you could plug you could plug a joystick, a regular gaming joystick.
I would
to your
have
computer.
to. I'm a
I've never
joystick
done
guy.
it.
I'm a
I remember back
joystick
in the
guy.
day they used to have it, but I've never done it.
If you get used to the controls,
The
of
graphics is a lot
keyboard,
better.
Mouse, it's so far.
Oh,
beyond
is it?
control.
The graphics is a lot better.
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
On PC.
Yeah, the graphics are like crazy different on the
Wow.
PC.
Well, it's the difference between buying a $500 rig and buying a $2,000 rig. I mean,
And I don't like VR. I don't like it.
Right now, you know.
It's too much. It's too. I like to know what's going on the outside. I can't be locked.
Turn around.
I can't be locked. I can't be locked into the goggos, man. I can't do it.
I guess
Bruh.
I haven't watched enough VR to say yay or nay about it.
It's really sad that if it's going to be like Player Ready One,
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One, it's really sad if it's going to be like that because I will probably be 60, 70 years old when that happens.
Yeah, but
He's
you
like,
be able to play the game.
it ain't happening
I'm
quick
like,
enough.
I won't be. Hey, people, I get on the game. People be whipping my ass, bro.
You know,
I know.
it is a
Reflexes ain't what they used to be.
Yeah, I can't remember. God dang.
I can't box like I used to. I mean, VR and AR, I think they're exciting technologies, but we're in its infancy, honestly. I mean, it's not to the high level. I mean, I can see, the Call of Duty games and, all these other esports
And I mean,
becoming more
they've
popular.
they've
with VR.
dabbled with that already though, because with the Wii, the nunchucks,
Yeah.
and what was the
Yeah, that
Xbox
was
one?
They got
Motion
them on
capture.
play at PS2.
What was the Xbox one where they had
Kinect.
the camera? Connect.
Yeah.
The Connect.
The PS
and
had the wands.
So they,
PS4
I
had
mean,
the wands.
they dabbled with it already. So
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get to that direction for real.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think this is one of those technologies where it looks simple, but if you look at the potential with it, I mean, I can see this kind of service popping up everywhere.
Right.
Because I mean, just the idea of having a bank of supercomputers and your cost, even in businesses, your cost for operating, like say for my kind of work where I need to have like a render farm or I need to boost the power of my PC to do like a big render or something, all I gotta do is log in and say, boom, go ahead and render this, and it'll go so much faster. It's gonna help people out tremendously.
Right.
Right, because people are gonna be playing at work,
Right. Get no work done.
working
On their phone,
Shoot,
and
right.
phone.
everywhere.
iPads. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
dope.
it's important to think about it in, larger than the gaming sector. I mean, that's a good way to start,
Right.
but it's gonna expand into other things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it'll expand into a lot of like research stuff and just all kinds of things. I mean,
It'll be everywhere.
it would be endless of what you could do if you can have some type of I can log on just for what I do. If I can log on to something and then it'd be like, all right, the third floor button's not working, let me virtually do this
Yeah.
and do these things and then see
Well,
if it works and then
say
see
in
if I
your
need
work-
to actually go out and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I fix it remotely? Because we're trying to move towards that too. But with my work is very safety oriented.
Yeah.
So having a computer just take over is not necessarily a good thing. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you need to go there and actually physically touch it. and I don't know, but they still are kind of moving towards that direction to do some of the troubleshooting before the tech gets there, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's interesting stuff, and Google's doing some fun things. They have on their webpage, for this product, they also show off some other cool code stuff that they're doing. If you're like into that stuff, I recommend looking at it, because there's this thing they call style filter or styles change. I can't remember what it was called. It's really, really interesting, and I've never seen anything like it for a game engine. So
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Technology's going to be doing.
I don't know.
5K. What is?
I don't know if
5K, but
5G.
5G.
Brackets are going on. KU
10K.
lost.
10K soon. Hey, how the Missouri girls win? They won first round. They win second round.
I don't know.
I haven't
They
seen
played it. It was supposed to play Iowa, I believe.
I don't know, man. I know KU lost.
All I know is everyone's still crazy about Duke because of one name, Zion.
Zion.
Yeah.
Probably worry about Zion.
Dude.
I ain't like.
Be worried about
Carolina all day, baby.
I ain't like Duke since the Running Rebels lost to them
Be worried
cats.
about
Right.
Kobe.
That's when I ain't like them since neither.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need to be worried about that Nike shoe.
Well, he's
still
got
wearing
like,
Nike.
he's wearing Zion ones right now, though, right?
He probably is.
All right, people. Hey, it's good to see y'all again. We'll be back. Hope we'll have a full crew. Everybody all busy.
Yeah.
Sun come out. Everybody got something to do. You know.
What the heck?
So, Joe, where can they find us?
Yeah, check us out on YouTube, Facebook. Make sure you like, subscribe, throw a comment in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Also, we have talked to some people, and they're like, they come to us and they got all this stuff they want to tell us about the episodes they've seen, and we're like, why don't you throw it in the comment section? Throw it in the comment section. We'd love to hear it. And don't be afraid to trash talk any of the members, because we do it all the time. So
Always.
If you ain't trash talking, you weak.
Kick it off.
pretty much.
You know who I'm talking about.
Feedback is
Yeah.
necessary.
We got thick skin, and I still don't think you was listening to R. Kelly in the 90s. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
I really wasn't listening to R. Kelly. I was. I mean, I know some people call that out
He
as.
said his friends wasn't neither.
Yeah. Either way, but check it out. Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter we use mostly for updates, stuff like that. But definitely like, subscribe, share the hell out of these videos with your friends, especially if you liked it.
Like. and
Hey, I tell you what.
subscribe. Like.
If you share the most and you live close, we'll put you on the show.
Put you
How about
on
that?
the show.
Put you on the show. Guest show. Guest show.
show.
I got a mic spot for you right here. Right there. There's a
There
mic
it
spot for
is.
you. There
We
you
have
go.
to make them leave like halfway, like we did. Ty
No,
and
we'll kick
TJ.
TJ out and just let them take his spot.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
Or
maybe-
who shared the most?
Who shared the most?
We
How
can see
you
it.
know who shared the most?
Joel. That's his.
We
That's
can
his
see
gig.
You gotta tag us, man.
Yeah, you can
They
see
gotta
it.
tag us. So,
See you.
Hey.
All right. See y'all later.
see you later.